Hey, quickly before the video starts, if you go on to enjoy the video and you want to see more of my content, you should like and subscribe. I do stream most days, so yeah, try and subscribe and turn on notifications to see when I go live. Maybe join the Discord, link in the description. Okay, let's get straight into it.
Let's go. Young Shinobi from the unknown said I gotta show that I'm with it. I got gusto, not tell false. I kill them, we all cut thoughts. Had to put the work in, show them what the work is. Came up from the bottom, now I'm up though. Ayy, stuck up at the trenches, now I'm on my lit shit. Give me serious one punch, what the fuck, ayy? Pass out the race, gotta show them I'm playing when I ain't both the stakes. High like a satellite.
What if every time you stepped on a new island, there was a chance based off your bounty where if you stayed there for let's say 10, 20, 30 minutes, a event could happen in-game, be it in a public or a private server. I think it would be better if it was a public server, because it would definitely bring back more of an Update 0 kind of vibe. Waves of enemies, kind of like a dungeon, came in and you would have to fight a boss at the end. A boss being an admiral. This is what I would consider to be a busticle. Basically, it would definitely add a lot more into the game. It would also notify any marines currently in the server to the player's location. And the marines could come to that player's location and try and defeat him. The marines are able to help out the NPC marines to actually take out the player. They get a reward. Let's say they could get increased bounty, like they get a large sum of bounty, or maybe they get a chance at a Devil Fruit or cash and XP. The same would go for the player as well. If they're able to defeat all the marines that come and all the NPC marines and defeat the final boss admiral, they also get their bounty increases by a large segment. So it's a lot better than farming ships. They also get a chance at a Devil Fruit drop and XP and money and items, maybe like drops from the boss. I feel like this would definitely bring back an Update 0 kind of vibe where you could go into a public server and see that there's quite a lot of people in there who are willing to kind of like have a game with you. Like, where if you see someone with a powerful Logia, you would have been amazed back in Update 0, but there was also a load of people you could actually have fights with. Like, you could get into actual fights with people on the sea and find people in public server, unlike now where nobody's in a public server. It's rare if there's more than 10 people in a public server, because private servers have just taken over. But if we added this event to solely public servers, it would give an entirely different reason to enter one, and there'll be a lot more people in there. And I definitely think it would help the marine versus pirate sort of thing, where it would actually mean that they have a chance of stopping you from actually completing the event. I feel like it would be so much cooler than just like, oh, let's just go in a pirate server and get an easy win against this admiral to try and get a Devil Fruit drop. No, I think this would be definitely a lot cooler than just dungeons as they are now. Now you could obviously do the reverse of this by having like a pseudo paramount war where basically all the pirates would get notified when a marine is trying to protect the base from, let's say, like at Marineford. You can start the reverse version when a marine steps onto there. A Paramount War pseudo event could kind of happen, and all the pirates in the actual public server would be announced to this, and they could go and enjoy to try and beat the marine. Now, of course, there is some downsides to this. Like, there's probably going to be some maps where you could kind of glitch the admiral and do it, but I feel like having enemy players, kind of like a better version of crew battles, in my opinion, where enemy players could actually fight against you. I feel like it will definitely kind of get rid of that, oh, I just stuck the boss in a corner sort of mentality, because you've got to worry about the players coming in killing you and kind of taking over. I feel like it'd be a lot cooler to see this happen in further updates, as like crew battles aren't really a thing anymore. Like 5v5s get no playtime in the actual arena, so this could definitely make the game so much better. I don't know why people wouldn't want this in the game. Like, not only does it appeal to like the PvP side of things, it also appeals to like the PvE, where PvP you get to fight against enemy players in an actual real-time event, and for PvE you get to fight against NPC bosses while some of your teammates, let's say, kind of fight against the players. If you don't want to really fight against the players, you just want to focus on completing the actual mission. I feel like it could be so much better than just dungeons as they are now, and it would definitely boost the game as a whole and make it a lot more like replayable. The only downside to this I could see is if like 4U doesn't make the rewards for this like good enough. I feel like if you have a high bounty, definitely should almost happen like instantly, like 50k or whatever the next cap on bounty is. This should be high up there. As for the actual reward, I feel like it should be a very high chance of actually getting a fruit from this. Like, you either have a 100% chance of getting a fruit, and then you have a higher chance than, let's say, dungeons for getting a Logia, so it kind of incentivizes it for the fruit grind. Or, you know, you could get like this really OP item, let's say. Well, maybe not OP, but really useful item. Like, this is how you go and fight the Kraken to get the Kraken stuff. Or maybe you need this to enter the new world. Or maybe it can be like an XP boost. Like, if you kill the boss, you get an XP boost, and that can help you grind. Or you can get items that increase your chance of getting a Logia. Or maybe you can unlock a chest, where this chest can then spin for different items and different abilities. I feel like there are so many ways you could make this so cool and so much more fun for the actual game overall. But it's all about how far you proceeds to handle this. I just really hope that he makes this like super fun. He doesn't even have to add this, but if he does, I hope he adds something like this. Just for the fact it could bring back the Update 0 kind of vibe of having those big crew battles. And actually having like events in public events, public servers. I feel like it could be so cool and definitely bring more like of that MMORPG kind of vibe to the game with like public raids and stuff. But that's all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment what you think about this, if you should add it. Maybe if enough people sees it, it'll be like, maybe I should add this. But yeah, hope you had a nice time, and peace.